down the hammer and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to the Savvy Radio Show. Learn from real-life real estate investors, experience revealed with the Savvy Landlord as your host.
Yeah, what's going on, Savvy Investors? This is your friend, bing, bing, boom, boom, the Savvy Landlord, a.k.a. Savvy Mountain Biker. Last time I did a podcast, I don't think I was madly in love with MTB, mountain bike. Anyway, that's why I've been busy, ladies and gents. I have been out crushing it on the trails. If you're in Oklahoma City, oh no, and you got a bike, even if you don't have a bike, I got a bike for you. There's no excuse, never will be, and there should never be excuse why you can't go out there and enjoy the weather, some camaraderie, and jump on some mountains. Well, not mountains, I guess. We don't have any mountains here, but jump on some jumps and have a good time. So this is your invitation, and I am personally inviting you to hang out. Bang, bang. So it has taken me a long time to do a podcast, and there's no excuse, there's no reason that I have just been enjoying life. You need to do the same. You know, COVID has changed everyone's perspective, and it's for a good reason. One, everybody should be washing their hands and sanitize. Two, it really makes you think of what's important in your life. Health, number one. Two, family. So think about those things and what's really important to you. So that's why I have not been doing the podcast. No excuse. I don't even have to tell you, but I figured you wanted to know. But I do appreciate like one or two people that text me or Facebook me and said, hey, what happened to the podcast? I missed those. And let me tell you something. Those two individuals, you know who you are. Maybe the only two people that listen to this mess. I appreciate you. You motivated me. It's been ringing in my mind. I want to do it. And I don't know why I have been neglecting. Like I just like, I got to do a podcast. I'm like, maybe I should go to bed, or maybe I should go ride my mountain bike. Maybe I should go hang out with my daughter. Maybe I should hang out with my boy. I got to go to practice with my boy. Got to go to volleyball. You feel me? It's important. It is important to do the podcast. I think it does impact some people out there, and those people that it does impact, that has motivated you to let me know, appreciate you. It does work. And so, I've been transitioning out of real estate. I know this is crazy. I probably should drop a super duper podcast on exactly where I'm at. Man, I'm at a great point. Now, am I at a great point mentally? I have been. Of course, I deal with depression. I think everyone does, but no one calls it out, so I'm going to call it out. But I have tried to figure out, how could I solve this problem? How could I keep 100? How do I keep 120? And I think that's the mystery. People just try to take a pill, or they try to watch TV, or they try to read. Me was like trying to read books or go to courses. Now you can't go to seminars. You go to a seminar, you get amped up, and then it floats off. So how do you sustain? If you want to know, I'll tell you about it. I'm figuring it out. I'm trying to. But this podcast is just a bunch of random stuff. And so what really gets my motor running, if you ask me questions, and they're always a good question. There is no bad question. And, message me, get a hold of me, let me know. So this is more content. And I was looking through all my content today. Man, I have podcasts for days. There's no excuse, VanCauwenbergh. Why are you not doing the podcast? And honestly, ladies and gents, I don't know. When I sit down and want to do it, I'm distracted. I want to do something else. And I think one thing that would really get my motor running is the folks that just holler at me, appreciate you, encouragement, and let me know what's up. I'm going through a life change, 46. I'm going to be 47 in September. And, I'm just really just dialing in on, man, what motivates me? It's not about money. Money makes it the world go round. But, you can still get COVID with X amount of money. So, but here's some things that I've just been rocking with. I just wrote this podcast, and I was like, I'm just going to drop this random. One, these are 10 things that just popped in my mind. Vision board works. I know, man, I feel like I just repeat myself 1,000 times, and sometimes I just talk to myself, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But sometimes I'm like, I do a vision board thing once a year. I used to do a class, and I'm like, it always baffles me how many people don't do a vision board. I mean, like, first of all, you should be doing a vision board with your children. especially with your spouse. And, I do coach a lot of people and have some consulting stuff going down. And it just seems like there's always some kind of conflict between the husband and wife in some form or fashion. And it's always built on, I'm on this plan, you're on this plan. It don't work together. But I'm telling you, I just hooked up with this homeboy. He just took his wife out and just tried to talk about goals. And it's just interesting when you hear someone else's goals, it can motivate you. Sometimes you got to borrow someone else's goal, or you could really get an insight on where they're going and why they're going there. And it may not be where you want to go or what you want to do, especially if you have a partnership in a business or even your little rehabber that's doing your job for you. What's his vision of this property? When will it be done? How will it be done? I've known this since I've disconnected from the day-to-day operations, and I could see that my property management team has a different vision than I have. They like to spend a little bit more money than I do. They like to be a little bit slower than I am, okay? The sense of urgency is not the same because they get their paycheck every week, okay? So, but you still need a reminder and you need to communicate. Ooh, that's the big one. Communicate your vision, your dream to whoever's willing to listen, I think. But what I really figured in this last probably 2 months, I don't know when the last time I did a podcast, man, vision board works. I was just trying to think, man, I'm down to the 6-pack. I mean, for real. Maybe I was why I didn't want to do a podcast, but man, I'm grinding it out, getting lean out here, getting the exercise on, trying to burn 1,000 calories a day just because it's fun, just because you can ride a bike for 15 miles and go outside and ride and run for 3 miles because you can do it. You could eat right. But I'm telling y'all, man, I never knew. Can I get a 6-pack? I got a 2-pack already on top. And I'm working. I'm not a flamboyant person. I'm not gonna put this on Facebook. I'm not gonna take a picture of the ribs, of the 6-pack. Now, if we're homeboys and you want me to flash it to you, come on. No, ladies, you got to step down. But I'm just saying, if you do, I just want to motivate you. I put this on my vision board. I'm talking 30 years ago. 6-pack. Every person wants a 6-pack. Even females want a 6-pack. But I mean, it's going to happen. And I was thinking about the podcast. I'm like, oh, the vision board works. The vision board works. It works. Pull the car over, go to Hobby Lobby, go to Walmart, go to Target, get some poster board, get some magazines, get on the internet. Don't be wasting some time on the internet and download some pictures and create a vision board. I'm telling you, if you create a vision board and send me on Facebook and tag me in there, I'm giving you a free book. I'll mail it to you. I'll pay the $6 to ship you a book, whatever book you want, okay? But I'm telling you, it works. I'm telling you right now, you don't believe in yourself. Right now, you write it down. All right, one day I want to be a millionaire. One day I want to do this. And it just seems so far-fetched. 20 years, I'm telling you, this stuff works. If you knew me, where I came from nothing, and where I am today, which I'm still nothing in my mind. I learned this one thing called contentment. But I'm telling you, these things that the Lord has blessed me, not even materialistic, just the consciousness and just what your body can do over your mind and physicality, over your mind, over your body. It's off the flipping chain. You can do it. You've got to have a vision, which in my mind is a dream. In my mind is a plan. In my mind is something that works in the background, just like your software works in the background. It's going to work for you. Get a vision board done. I know this is not the podcast. You're trying to find some money-making idea or some, I don't know what it is, but somebody, I hope and pray that one person out there was like, VanCauwenbergh, you're right. I've been lazy. You're right. I didn't make a vision board with my 12-year-old. You're right. My son is confused. He doesn't know what he wants. You're right. I'm going to make a vision board tonight. My wife and I are falling apart because we're not on the same page. I don't even know what dream she has. You're right, VanCauwenbergh. I'm going to do a vision board today. Come on. Can I get an amen? I'm telling you, I'm bringing it. That's number one. Number two, you have to shape your mindset. Oh, shuck it ducks. I'm telling y'all, I'm over here in Oklahoma City crushing it with the personal development, reading every old school book. I'm telling you, I'm reading books right now that I read 20 years ago. I'm just crazy nutty. How did I get where I am? Because I want to help so many people get where I am. I want everyone to be wealthy. I want everybody to be financially free. There's no reason why. Now, some people choose not to be financially free. I just don't understand, but you can be. Now, you have to make some adjustments. You got to have some discipline. You might not have to buy. I'm telling y'all right now, I canceled YouTube TV or Google TV. I canceled it. I mean, like, there's nothing. What am I going to watch? There's no football game on, which I really don't watch that. Thunder, sometimes you got to make sense. That's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. Now I got to fill my time with reading again. Oh, that's what I did when I was broke. I read all the time. Oh, when I was single, that's all I did. And I just reminded myself, I mean, seriously, 2 days ago, VanCauwenbergh used to read Tony Robbins. I'm like, I'm going to read Tony Robbins. And, and as soon as I started reading Tony Robbins, stuff just started firing off. Opportunities started. I'm trying to think of who I should be working with. One thing is I'm telling you guys, I'm crazy right now. You got to set a standard. I need to put that on number 11. You got to set a standard for yourself, for your health, for your life, for your education, who you working with, who you talking with. I'm telling you, I'm getting super dialed. Super duper. So the first thing is you have to shape your mindset. Number 2 on my list here, and I got this from my wife, Honey Bee, because my daughter has a different belief system. She's got a different mindset. She thinks certain things are going to be hard, so she ain't going to do them. I mean, I'm not joking, man. I'm going to get real with you. 100 right here. My daughter's like, I don't want to have a baby because I know it's going to be painful. What? Come on now. If everybody thought that way, we wouldn't even exist. There's sometimes you're going to have some pain. There's sometimes it's going to hurt. Sometimes people are going to steal from you. And that's on one of my numbers up here. Okay. Sometimes you're going to get sued. Okay. You're going to have to, you got to have a different mindset. You got to shape your mindset. You got to have a belief system, and you got to check in your belief system before you wreck your system. And I'm telling you right now, I'm checking in my belief system sometimes. Sometimes I don't think my self-esteem is not at the level above par where it needs to be. Sometimes you get draped into Facebook and somebody else's, you living vicarious. Somebody else got 5 deals and you got no deal, and you question yourself. That's a mindset. That's a mindset. That's not how you got here. Okay. Some other people will affect you and you don't even know why. I put on there, toxic people, you got to get them out of your life. Some people are fearful of pain. And I put this on Facebook, and some people like talked about it's okay to have fear. I mean, like, come on, you're sticking up for something. I'm not saying that, all fear is bad. Yeah, of course you're going to jump off I'm afraid of heights. I'm this little mountain bike deal I'm on. It took me, I realized this, and this is a tip for you. I had got to go through this trail 6 times, 5 times. Yeah, I don't got my seat right. My knees hitting the bar. I got to adjust. But I'm telling you, when I get it dialed in, I want to have a GoPro on me, just to see my face, to enjoy that. I just got some air. I'm telling you, you need to get a mountain bike. I just got air on the jump. Like, I remember going through this trail one time. I remember one time this dude brought me on the trail and he was jumping in front of me doing these bunny hops. I was kind of pissed off. I was like, damn, okay, you like that, huh? You OG with the bike. And then he's like I'm like, man, one day I wish I could do that. And I'm that dude right now. I did it. Now, I'm not jumping off no mountains, but I had to go through the process. I had to have no fear. I had fear in the beginning, and then action overcame fear. I just kept on going. I just kept going on the trail. And then when nobody was looking, I went over the bump. And then and I fell. And then I got a little better helmet. And then I fell, and then I figured it out, and I got back up. I'm telling you, sometimes you're just going to have to do it. And sometimes you're going to have to, I'm going to get into this one in a minute, but sometimes you're going to have somebody with you, somebody else can motivate you. If they did it, I could do it. One of the things I really want you to think about is that you have to unlearn your unbelief. And usually this unbelief, and this is not a spiritual thing, like you don't believe in Jesus or not or whatever. Okay. It's the belief in yourself. Sometimes you don't believe in yourself. You got to undo that belief. I'm telling you, when you undo that belief, and you need to hear these words, you are special, baby. Come on. You are special. I'm telling you, I was, this is a true story. This happened to me today. I'm on this running program. I mean, it says 5 miles today, 6 miles. I'm like, man, I'm kind of tired. I was up all night and it just wasn't, I'm telling you, it's never the opportune moment. And I'm running. I got this dance music on. I love to run to audiobooks. I can't, I'm not motivated. I am sometimes I'm not. And I'm listening to this thing. I got it on shuffle. I got on Spotify. I know I'm old school, and I got on Spotify and I got on shuffle. And then this song comes on, and it's Les Brown, and it's motivational. And Roy Smith remixed this deal, and it's dancey, and I'm running, and I feel it, and I'm running, and it's motivational, and it's like, you're special. You can do it. I started believing it. This negativity of the world and social media just started lifting from my body. And I was like, I'm about to get crying on y'all right now because I'm like, he's like, there's this song, look it up, Les Brown, Roy Smith, called You're Special, Baby. You're special, baby. You're special, baby. Man, we are special. We just don't believe it. You are special. There's something special inside of you. You have to tell yourself that you can do this. You have to change your state. Thank you, Tony Robbins. You can do it. You are special, baby. And I'm telling you, I was going to call my homeboy today. I was just going to say, you special. Now, he's a little unique individual, so he may not receive it right. Some people are not going to receive it. I remember I've heard this song so many times. My pride is so big, so dumb. And I realized you are special. Not only that you're special to Jesus, you're special to your wife. You're special to your child. You're special in this world. You are special. Believe it. Believe it. Number 3, bond with someone. Oh, man, I heard this. I can't remember where I heard this. But I'm all up on a personal development right now. I'm telling you, I'm amped up. Like, I need a personal development group or something. We can just sit around talking about personal development. And I'm like, And I'm like, who am I bonding with? And when you bond, it creates power. Bond with somebody. And, I'm doing this mastermind thing coming up. It's in October. If you want some more information, let your boy know. We only got like about 3 or 4 slots left. Message me. It's going to be hot. It's going to be in Arkansas. We're going to be mountain biking. We got classes during the day, some speakers. It's going to be hot. You want to let me know. But why I put these on is that, my closest friends are through this process of bonding. And sometimes someone that you bond with can be the sleeping giant for you. And that's why, you don't have to go to a mastermind, but there's somebody in your neighborhood, somebody in your real estate social world or your business social world or whatever individual world that you're in, crafting, whatever. You can bond with somebody. You can encourage somebody and they can bond with you. It's amazing. And, I've always been interested. I've always been a bike rider since I was a child. I've always loved bikes, always been riding bikes, never really serious about it, just a casual thing. And then I met somebody that's been riding bikes for 20 years. And then I met this dude, and he just inspired me. He had all the gear, not even on an economical level, like he was trying to buy stuff to be cool because he knew what to buy because he needed these items. And I was like, man, I didn't know you need that. I didn't know you had gloves. Oh, you got mountain bike gloves. Oh, okay. You got these special shorts that look like cool shorts with a little pad, a little tampon in the back. Oh, okay. I got you. I ordered those too. $30. Oh, my, that is kind of high for some pants with some foam in them. But, man, that dude was the catalyst for me to be where I am today. And he may not even mountain bike no more. That's none of my business. What's my business is my business, is who I am and where I'm going and what I'm going to do. Come on. You can do it. Somebody can be a catalyst for you, and you could be a catalyst for somebody else. So bond with somebody. Number 4, no tit-tat. Think globally. Think globally. I remember first time I was doing financials and trying to get a loan specifically for specific things. And And I remember the banker said, well, what's your global financial statement? I'm like, what's a global financial statement? Never heard that before. And he's like, all of your assets, all of your ventures and blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, you look stronger globally than you do just on this one fixed asset. And I was like, I was talking to a homeboy, and he was getting jacked up. A couple of my friends were just getting jacked up. He had a bad staff member, property manager, kind of do him wrong, like seriously do him wrong, like throw him under the bus, and lost some money. And then he had every right to sue this person. I mean, what they did was wrong, straight up. And at first, when he called me, I was already like on the, yeah, we got to do this. Yeah, we should do this and file this and do this. And then I thought, man, there's no tit for tat. We got to think bigger. We got to think global. Like, we want to take this business to the next level. We can't be down here messing around with sketchy people. Successful people move on, right? It's just the cost of doing business. It's painful. It could be $10,000. It could be $2,500. It could be $3,000. It could be 3 months of your life. You got to pick back up and retrain somebody else. Now, for me, when something like this happens, it's a trigger in my mind, and it's like I'm going to the next level. When this person burned me, or whatever the case may be, or I lost this staff member in one of my organizations, I'm like, okay, do we have the systems in place to replace this person faster next time? And we're not going to be so vulnerable. And where do we go wrong? And where do we go right? And how can we do this in a global way? And I have to rise above. I won't let this hold me down. I will move forward. And I feel sorry for that person. Yep, they got a pass, and they'll get doors, but that's not my job. My job is to just rise above, take it as I can, hopefully never do it again, and keep on moving. Number 5, money is attracted to speed. Ooh, when I heard that from some book I was listening to of mine, I'm telling you, you got to be speed. Like, so I'm in this mastermind group right now, and we're talking about I was with some wholesalers or whatever, and, trying to get deals, there's no deals. I'm like, well, here's an idea. Once you tell somebody that you're trying to find a house for your mom, for real, it worked. Like 20 years ago, this seller, I was like, yeah, I really was looking for a house for my mom. And he felt nice and wanted to help me. And sure enough, he sold me a house for my mom. Now check this out. So this dude, this young buck, actually a couple of these people in my little group right now, they started posting all over Facebook, all over the country, and they started getting deals real fast. People want to help people. And in this case, they wanted to help this young dude find a house for his mom. Now, it may be for mom. Maybe the assignment fee is for the mom. And at this point in time, I don't really care what it's for. But here's the point. Money is attracted to speed. The longer you wait around, the longer it's just never going to work around. Money attracts speed. That's all. That's what you need to hear. Make a decision. Move quickly. Yes or no. Quick as possible. And if you say no and it should have been a yes, you just move on and you learn from the next one. But you've got to move fast. Speed. Number 6, if you want to make money, I love this line, solve someone else's cash flow problem. I wish I could take credit for this best, but I'm not. I can't even remember. I mean, this is just some random notes. I know who this is from. This is from Dan Kennedy. I'm telling you, I don't know if you probably never, I don't know if you heard of Dan Kennedy. He's a legend in my mind. He's up there with Jay Abraham. Ooh, Jay Abraham. These are my favorite authors, folks, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. And I'm rereading all these books. And he said this in his book. He's like, solving a cash flow problem for your clients. That's how you make money fast. I'm like, and how do I apply that into what I'm trying to do? I know realtors have a cash flow problem. Let's help you make your cash flow problem. And you got to just be thinking that way. I know you need to make money. I'm an investor. I need to make money. I want to solve your cash flow problem. And in doing so, how can we scale your business so you can scale my business? Take pride in making someone else money. They grow huge. And I'm in a business right now that works like that. Like I just go in without any exterior motives and just like with this mindset of a business owner. These are young entrepreneurs I'm working with. And some of them are old entrepreneurs that are just dogs that need something new. And I'm coming in as a consultant. And it's just funny how I just come up with a simple idea. And they're like, that's ingenious, right? But my motive is pure. And I'm solving their problem. If I was you and I had this situation, a cash flow situation, a rehab situation, whatever the situation is, I want to solve your cash flow problem. And the relationships will develop. Now, they may not develop for years on end, but I'm telling you, I remember the people that have changed my life that my mentor made one comment to me, several, that has changed my life forever. One, I had a problem with the garage door. I didn't have access to the building only through the garage doors, one of my first commercial properties. And I was like, broke out. I'm like, do I need to cut this concrete out and put a door in just in case somehow the electricity doesn't work? Because only way I can get in and out of this building at this time was through electric door opener. I'm like, what if the electricity didn't went up? What if something happened? What about that? I'm like, man, how am I going to get in this place? Cut it open with the can opener. And my mentor at the time, still my mentor today, 20 years later, he's like, just put a lock on the door, like a little spring $60 lock, and that's how you can lock your. And I was like, man, amazing. He solved a cash flow problem for me. I thought I was going to spend $500,000 cutting some concrete, and he solved my problem with $60. I've never forgotten that, and you shouldn't either. Hopefully I can encourage you in some way. Something that will just change your mind. Like, man, I remember when VanCauwenbergh said this, and it changed my life. That's what I want to do for you today. Write this stuff down, pull the car over, and make a commitment, make a decision that you're going to do it. Number 7, borrow someone else's credibility. Boo! I'm telling you, I got these young bucks with me right now, and I've been testing this, and it's working like a machine. This young investor can't get no traction, got no money, trying to wholesale, but man, when he gets a hold of a seller or gets a hold of a realtor, gets a hold of somebody, he hands them my book, which is, I don't care. He bought some books from me. I gave it to him at $10 a piece, and he's dropping these books everywhere. It's real. I mean, really think people are going to read my book? No, you probably didn't read my book either. Nobody reads. But he's borrowing my credibility. He's like, hey, I work with this dude. He wrote a book. Would you work with me? And they're like, absolutely. Man, you can borrow credibility somewhere else in your market. Hey, if you want to work with me on somehow, some fashion, man, I'll get you some books. Hey, my goal is for you to go to the next level. How could it work? Borrow someone else's credibility. All right, now, here's another one. I'm working with this group right now. I got a couple more weeks in my little mastermind. And it's been fun, man. I'm telling you, I've learned so much just watching people interact with each other. Some folks don't even get on Facebook and communicate. And some folks just push it really, really hard. We made a commitment, this young investor, that he's going to buy a crib in 6 weeks. I hope so. I mean, I told this dude exactly what to do. And he should do it every day. Hopefully he doesn't sleep at the wheel. But one of the tests that I gave this dude, see how much hard he was. How hard you going to be? How much you going to work hard? You just going to say you want to be an investor? You just going to read a few books? Or you going to go back and watch your little Netflix, your Tiger King show? I was like, get on Facebook right now and start buying stuff at 70% of whatever the price, and just start negotiating with people. Start learning to ask for a discount. Start learning to just engage people. Man, I'm telling you, it's fun. Some people, man, I'm telling you, there's some dudes in this group that were just murdering people, getting it down like I did it too, right? Because if I ask you to do it, I'm going to do it. And so I started playing with this deal, and I had someone overpay me for an item. I had people just get mad at me because I offered them, and I just was consistently practicing my negotiation techniques. It was not easy getting on Facebook. And of course, I'm really not intent to buy the item. I mean, if they got it for the price I wanted for it, but I was just learning and growing and practicing selling low, buying low, selling high, and asking for a minimum of 70%, not out the gate. You can't just say, what will you take? No, you work finesse, you learn how to communicate, and over time, over practicing, you're going to get better and better. And when you want a real deal, you'll know exactly what to say, what words to say. And you got to think about it like this. Rejection is a myth. Rejection is a myth. Les Brown. It takes 16 no's to get the 17th yes. When someone rejects you, that's just a no to keep you going to the next one. Don't let rejection enable you to be wealthy. This should be your challenge. I've said about 10 of them out here. Here's another one. You should get on Facebook and start practicing negotiating. Learn how to get something at a deal. Okay? If you can't handle that now on Facebook, don't tell me you won't be a real estate investor, because it's going to be on the other side. You're going to be on the receiving side where a contractor is going to abuse you, and you're going to have to learn how to negotiate. Negotiating is not necessarily always trying to take the best deal for yourself. Negotiation is a skill that can be developed, that everyone can benefit from it. They have a situation. They have a need. They got to sell. You have a need. You need to make money. You need to learn to negotiate. Come on. You can do it. Get on Facebook, 70% of value. Number 9. This is very interesting. So I'm involved in a business, and I'm talking to my partner, and they said this. They said, a lot of people don't have a sense of urgency. I'm like, Skippy, you are right. People are just lackluster out here. And listen, it's the essence to get. Time is the essence to get money. Let me say that to you again. Time is the essence to get that money. Here's the deal. If you have no sense of urgency, no one's going to follow you. You ain't no leader. And if you are not a leader and you are just a staff member and you have no sense of urgency, someone will pass you by. Come on, bring it to me. Bring it to me. Put your hands together. You don't have a sense of urgency. You need to get a sense of urgency. All right? Sense of urgency. I'm telling you, let me get it done. We're talking about it. How can we get it? Work on it right now. I love Jim Rohn. He's like, you're going to change your diet, then you want to lose weight, get down and do 5 push-ups. Yep. Sense of urgency. Don't fool around and get it done. That was number 9. All right? And then I had a duplicate on here. I don't know why I got so excited writing this out. I'm just excited to get back up on the saddle. I don't know. Hopefully this inspired you in some way, some form, some fashion. I do appreciate you tuning in. I do appreciate the love and support, and hopefully that I can impact in your life in some way, somehow. But the way to really impact your life, I'm talking about the super duper way to impact your life. Yeah, of course, you thought I was going to say Jesus. Yep, that's automatic. But number 2 is go buy an asset, mother. Go buy an asset that makes you money.
Thanks for listening to the Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at savvyradioshow.com. Connect on Twitter @LandlordBook and always be buying assets.